So what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel once again. You know I appreciate having you here. Look, brick walls. I bring you brick walls. What more could you want? Stick around for today's video. It's Tales from the Cub. Thank you very much for sticking around. That's right, it's story time. I know. Grab a cup of coffee, sit on the edge of your seat. This is a good one. It's an oldie but a goodie, and by oldie I mean, I've told you this before. If you were a subscriber from the beginning, then you might have heard this story, but I'm going to delete that video so the rest of you might never have seen it. So this is the first time you're going to hear the story, so I hope you enjoy, because it's primarily me embarrassing myself. Oh no! I mean, if you are in the area, this is Carl Shulton, check out this place, the Ginger Italian. If you want a bit of Italian munch, go in there. The atmosphere is good. Well, the atmosphere was good before lockdown. Obviously, it's a bit dead now because no one's allowed in there, but they do takeaway. Yes, that's right, I said do, but don't let that put you off the food. The food is really, really nice, and they do a takeaway service. The Ginger Italian. This is no way a sponsored advertisement for that establishment, but he does ride an Africa Twin, so it's all good for me. It's all bloody good. Anyway, back to the story. And the story dates back to, ancient times. Ancient times when I was a youngster. That's right, people. Once upon a time, I was young. I know, you can't believe it. You think I'm young now, but I was even younger. And I don't mean baby status. I mean younger, as in teenager, maybe 20. Probably not even 20, to be honest. Anyway, back to the point of the story. Females, and this is probably why I'm better off married than dating, because I'm not too good with the ladies, you see. I know you're baffled by this. I know you're sitting there thinking, what, Fish is not good with the ladies? I don't understand that. Surely he's like a f***ing Casanova. Well, this story will prove that I'm not actually. Not in the bloody slightest. Back in the day, I was in a bar. So picture the bar, that's right, a nice cool bar, sitting at the bar, having my drink, a little bit of a Jack Daniels. That's right, I even drank the Jack back then. Oh, just the taste of it, just the thought of it now in my mind. Oh, makes me sound like an alcoholic, but I can assure you I'm not. I just like Jack Daniels. So I was sitting there with my Jack Daniels, acting all cool as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, you know, back in the day, when you got a bit of suave and sophistication, apart from the only fact that I wasn't suave and sophisticated, and I did smoke at the time, so I was a little bit of a fool, an idiot, uneducated, didn't care about my health. Anyway, that's another story. I was sitting there, sipping my Jack Daniels, smoking my Marlboro Red, that's right, cool as a and what I used to light my cigarettes with was a Zippo Lighter. For those of you that don't know, it's a petrol-based lighter, and you light it with a flint. It's cool. Well, it was cool at the time. They still do them now, and I'm sure people that smoke still think they're bloody cool now. And they are. The lighters are cool. The smoking's not, but the lighters are. Anyway, I was sitting there, and this woman, she was faff, as we like to say here. Faff stands for fit as Yep, she sat down next to me. So imagine, everyone's got different tastes obviously, but imagine that one of the most beautiful women with the sexiest bodies you can imagine sitting down next to you. That's right, she did that. Now, I've already got a sweat on now, because as I said, I'm not good with the ladies. This doesn't happen to me. And she sat there and she's looking at me, smiling. I'm looking, smiling back, trying not to dribble and cry because I don't know what to do. She leans over and she says, may I steal a cigarette off you? So I say, of course you can. It's not stealing. You can have it for free. I'm full of all the good lines, I am. Oh, devastating. Absolutely devastating. So she took the cigarette and then she put it in her mouth and she's smiling away. She's looking at me and I'm thinking, oh, she needs a light now. Now's my chance. Now is my chance. So I pick up the Zippo lighter and I'm looking her dead in the eye now. Now this is my chance. I'm going to be the coolest man in the bar. I'm going to light this beautiful woman's cigarette like they do in the movies. However, my brain has two choices. It has flick it open, light it, light the cigarette, everyone's a winner, 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 chicken bloody dinner. But there's another part of my mind that says, this is your chance to be so cool, this is unreal. Because back in the day, I used to do tricks with a Zippo lighter. Used to fiddle it with your fingers, flick it around and light it and look really cool. You need to be all Joey Tribbiani for this. You need to get, how you doing? You need to get super sexy on this. If you perform this trick and light this cigarette, literally her clothes will fall on the floor and you're guaranteed a night of sweat in the bedroom. Yeah. Well, that's what my mind told me. So I thought, do you know what? Go for it. You only live once. Go for it. We're going for the trick. Oh no! The tension's building. My hands are slightly sweaty. This is the problem. This is the major problem. I'm bloody nervous. I'm not cool. But I'm going to go for the trick anyway. And the trick I'm going to go for is you pinch down on the Zippo and the top flicks open. And then as it flicks open, you light it with your thumb and you hold it up to the cigarette, and you are Brad Pitt. That's right, you are super, super bloody sexy. Now, unfortunately for me, my hands were sweaty, as I said, so instead of me pushing down and the top flicking open, what actually happened was I pushed down and the lighter flew out of my hand like a bloody bullet, like a projectile. It flew with such force, but this isn't the worst bit. The worst bit is it hit her smack straight in the forehead. I nearly knocked her out. Her head rocked back. She nearly fell off the stool. I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, I've just killed this woman, the most beautiful woman to enter my life today, and I have nearly killed her. How do I get out of this? How do I redeem myself? So I did what every respectable man would do, every gentleman. I quickly picked up the Zippo, the packet of cigarettes, and I ran out of the bar. I disappeared. I left her there. I don't know to this day if she's come round. She might still be in a coma. Who knows? Anyway, if you are watching, which is unlikely, I do apologise about that. If it was now, I would have stayed around and maybe called you an ambulance. So anyway, that's Tales of the Cub today. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to do all those things that you need to do. I shall see you on the next one. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys can get the drop on these videos. You know I love you all. Stay safe. Fish out.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead, get gone. Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead and get gone.